Welcome, Nalini Ashwin ma'am. I'm so very grateful that you have taken your precious time for us. I welcome you heartily.
Yeah, hello, Ila, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast. And your podcast is so beautiful. I have listened to all your podcasts. It's really inspiring and motivating. And I feel privileged to be your guest here. And thank you so much again.
Thank you so much. Now, ma'am, let's just start with our interview, okay? So, tell me something about your background. Means, where did it all started? Your NLP, life coaching, where did exactly come to you?
Yeah, I am from engineering background, so like you.
Yeah.
So I have done MTech in VLSI and embedded system, that is electronics engineering, and I have been in teaching I have teaching experience for 15 plus years, and I have worked as assistant professor, head of the department, and principal for a short stint in various engineering colleges and diploma colleges.
Great.
So this is my major experience. And after that, I also ran 2 to 3 years my learning center. Then again, now I am currently working as NLP life coach.
Okay.
So if I want to share, I remember. So in 2014, I think I did a diploma in alternative learning. I got interested in that, and that's how I started Learning Center. So why I started Learning Center? Because I wanted to do something independent, and as from teaching background, and also I was very much interested in alternative learning. So that's how I started Learning Center. So later on, what happened? Why this NLP? Now currently I am doing this NLP and all that psychology related thing. Why this? Because in 2017 I had a tragedy in my life and I lost my son. So in 2017, and I was totally broken. I was devastated, and I was going through a lot of trauma.
Okay.
And I was not able to live also. Like I was having all these negative thoughts, like suicidal thoughts and all that. I wanted to stop there. I wanted to, do something constructively. I wanted to cope with that grief. So I was not able to come out of that. So that's how I thought, like I will do something constructively and use my time. So I resigned from my work and I closed the learning center, everything.
Yeah.
And I was always interested in psychology. So I thought I will enroll in psychology. Masters, I enrolled in MA psychology. Then that's how I shifted my field.
Okay.
And why psychology? Can I continue?
Yeah, for sure. It's okay. Completely fine.
Yes. Yeah. So there is an interesting. I want to share my experience since my childhood. Whoever was in my circle, like friends and all that, when I met them for first time, also like I used to chat with them. I used to tell some things that interested them about themselves.
Okay.
So they used to love that, and they were surprised to hear that, because before they share also, like I used to tell those things like about them and all that nature, and so they were very surprised. And also it carried on till like in my college days, in my student life, and also when I started working, then also whenever I met anyone, so after this conversation, after some time, I used to just ask them, like, you are like, so is this like taste or something, likes and dislikes? Sometimes like naturally I used to go there, and then I realized that okay, I have
inbuilt. It was like inbuilt from within. It was coming. All that was inside you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I realized that it is intrinsic to me. I have this knack, and I have this. It is in my nature.
Yeah.
So I thought like again it encouraged me, and that got my interest more into this human mind psychology.
Great.
So that's how I did this psychology. I enrolled in this, and I shifted my field. Yeah.
I want to add that it's really like this only, because from the very beginning, when we have some feeling, when we have some knowing, it's like calling for us. That passion is calling us, that you have to reach over here, then only then you will become happy. That happens to me also. So life coaching was also a calling for me to come into this field.
Yes.
Okay, great
Right,
to hear that, and sorry about your tragedy, but I think that has helped you to become a better person, to experience and to go ahead with the life,
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, great. So now, I have just recently read on your Facebook that you have just completed 6 years as a blogger also. So tell me something about that. What do you do in blogging and all that?
Yes.
And congratulations for that. 6 years, it's a great
Yes.
year. Yeah.
So blogging, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And yes, blogs. Yeah, blog. That blog I started because I said, right. As I shared with you in 2014, I started my learning center.
Yeah.
So I wanted to document my journey. And my learning center was named as Maverick's Kid Blog as Maverick Journey. And from there on, I used to write my experience and all that. It is like self-reflection. It was for me only. And I thought, like, why not make it a public, so that maybe someone will be interested in reading my post.
Yeah.
So that's how it started.
Yeah, great. So, listeners, just remember that if you are having some inside feeling, then you have to express it via audio or video, or at least writing something. Right, ma'am?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, now I can see that you are doing so many things. I can see blogging, YouTube, podcasting, and much more. So how do you manage all these things? Just tell me your secret.
There is not much secret. Only thing is, like, I want to do all those things, like, and many more things. Passion, interest, that is motivating and inspiring me. And another thing, like, I prioritize.
Okay.
Whatever things I want to do, I make a not exactly writing, at least in my mind, I have this priority list.
Yeah.
So first comes what and next comes, like this I plan. So before going to bed, next day what I want to do, I just make a note. I either make a note in my mobile, or in I have this notice board, I put a note. So on that I pin it. So like that, it's not that I follow a strictly timetable, like exact time, like school timetable. No, I don't do that. I follow a time sequence.
Okay.
Task 1, after that task 2, like that. After prioritizing this, I do that.
Okay.
So for me, this timetable thing is stressful. So like this, I do.
Great.
And I had to share one thing. Like one day I sat down,
Okay.
I sat down and wrote all the things I do in a day, and with time. So how much time it takes to do this task 1 or task 2, like this. I wrote all this, and I got to know that how much time I get free.
Okay.
Right? So like this, I got this sense of my day.
Fine.
All the time I get, how much time is consumed by this work and all that. So like this, I manage to fit in whatever I want to do in a day.
Yeah. Great.
Yes.
So listeners, just remember that if you want to do multitasking, you have to prioritize your work. What you want to do first, do it first, and then the level wise you can go on. Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So you love cooking, singing and enjoy with your twin boys and pets. So share something about that.
Yes. So cooking is like therapy for me.
Okay.
And as you said, you have to have one output, yeah. So how it motivates me, you know. So while I'm cooking, when I record it, that is my motivation, greatest motivation to get that excitement and all that. So that's how it started. And also many people used to ask like recipes for this. So I thought, why not record it and place it like for document purpose only.
Yeah.
Place it and someone asks, then I can share the link and also for my reference in future.
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes it is not I'm not following a like that recipe, like impromptu I may change some ingredients and all that. So later on, if I want that specific taste wala that dish, so for myself also, like I started this channel.
Okay.
And as for this twins, and this also twins, I have now my priority list first is my kids now.
Yeah.
So I make it a point that I have to like major chunk of time I give to my kids, and also along with that my pet. He's also a kid for me, like he's also my first son.
Yeah.
So like this, I allot that time, like for must and should I have to spend time, and that is also motivation for me, and it charges my battery so that I can go on with other works later on. That is how I make the time for my kids and pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say they are your stress reliever, you know, from all these lots of
Yes.
they are just relieving your stress and boosting you up more.
Yes.
Yeah. Great work, ma'am. Now, recently you have conducted some webinar on stress management. So just share some views about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was also great experience. Like you know that by experience we are from teaching background. It comes easily for us.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not boasting. Like you know, you have worked in that field, like teaching lines for so many years, and this was like little bit different in that, like it is online.
Yeah.
And it was interactive.
Okay.
So yeah, in teaching what we say and they listen. Like this, it was interactive, and I thoroughly enjoyed. And also all participants, they said like they found it very helpful and useful, and it added value, and that was very satisfying for me, you know.
Yeah.
So and another thing I realized that like in videos also they will be helpful, but here we can interact in real time. That is an added advantage. So I really enjoyed, and I'm planning on doing more and more webinars.
Yeah.
So
Got
it's
it.
really
Let our listeners know afterwards. I'll just ask you to just share your all the list, okay, of all the things you are doing at the end, and then our listeners can enjoy all your multitasking works, okay?
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I have listened to some of your podcasts in your mother tongue Kannada. I didn't understand it, but I think it's a nice approach
Oh, okay.
to do it in your own language. You know, it really becomes so very much easy
Mhm.
to connect with the people
Hmm.
in our mother tongue. What do you say?
Hmm. Yeah. First of all, thank you for listening to Kannada, and so sweet of you. Yeah, and yes, and each language is beautiful. Even Gujarati, Hindi,
Yes.
and you take any language, even Kannada, it's very beautiful. Our Indian languages are so beautiful to hear. They sound like musical, musical to the
Yes.
ears. Yeah, my.
I just want to know how was
So,
your
as you said, it comes easy for us.
it becomes very easy.
Right. So it is easy. Easy, and it's very easy to, and it was fulfilling experience. And I thought like many people may not be comfortable in English, so I can reach out to them. those people who are more comfortable in Kannada, and I can reach out to many people and share my knowledge and experience. So that's how I started in Kannada also. So that was very satisfying experience, I can say that. Yeah.
Great. Now, inspired from you, I am also trying to start my podcast in Gujarati language. I will do it in near future.
Wow.
Okay.
Great. That's really great.
Yeah. Now, there was one online live chat on Insta with your, Arohi Life Foundation. Insta live chat.
Mm-hmm.
Experience your view, how carried out over there. Your views about that Insta live interview.
Yeah, it was also, again, I enjoyed it every bit, and it was about the parenting chat. It was basically about parenting chat. Anything you want to have that. So I that chat was mainly big about my kids. So twins.
Okay.
So they are as twins. They are like any siblings, any two kids. If you take any two kids of same age or almost same age, they want to spend more time with each other, right? And also, they will in a way, like they are quarreling also. That things are going on. This chat was mainly sharing my experience and what I do when they do, like they sit on each other and they pull their hair. They go to that extent. So this chat was mainly my experience, sharing my experience and how I go about and do this, like how I get on this. Yeah.
Now, you travel a lot?
Yes.
So
Earlier.
About your favorite places and how you enjoyed over there. Some favorite places.
Yeah, traveling, it's again, if you it may sound again repetitive. It is also therapy for me.
Okay.
I love traveling, and before marriage I have traveled solo also many places.
Great.
Right? So I enjoy wherever I have gone. I have like in South, I have visited all, like Tamil Nadu is famous for temples, that architecture, and I loved that beautiful architecture. And also down south in Karnataka, many like historical places are there, and nature, waterfalls, that I love. And also in USA also I traveled to many places. We stayed there for 2 years. There also waterfalls and that landscape and snowfall, everything. I enjoy every bit of it. And here north also I went for honeymoon and all that. What hill stations I have gone, and beaches. If you ask me, like I cannot choose one place. Like wherever I have gone, whether it is beach, hill station.
But if you want to share with my listeners, if you want to recommend where you loved the most, one place for my listeners, recommendation.
So if you are interested in like water bodies, beaches and all that, you have to go to Kerala backwaters.
Okay,
Kerala.
So listeners, Kerala, the God's own country, we have to be there once in a while, once in a lifetime at least.
Yes.
So now, what is the one thing that you want to change about you? Is there any one thing and you still feel you need to change?
No. I don't think now at this moment, like at this time of my my life, no, I don't think I want to change anything.
Okay.
Touch wood. Yeah.
Good. It's great. So, what do you love most about being Nalini? What is your favorite about yourself?
Yes. So I term myself as like phoenix. You know that fantasy bird?
I know.
Which burns. Yeah.
Then grows
and comes back to life from its ashes.
Yeah.
So I have on my body that tattooed also this phoenix. Yeah, 2 tattoos I have of the bird. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Fine.
So I love that about me.
Okay.
Whatever the situations, worst situations, bad situations, I have these hopes and optimism. I know from my heart that like it will be over. It will also pass.
Yeah.
And I am a believer of this God and some supernatural. Someone is there, like
Yes.
up, who is guarding us, guardian angel. So I know that he is supporting us. So that I love about myself.
So, listener, please be like a phoenix. Whatever is happening around you, you just hang on to it. Someday it is going to change for the betterment of us. So, please be inspired from Nalini ma'am.
Yes.
Where can you see yourself in coming 5 years? In coming 5 years, where can you see yourself?
I don't think that much ahead of time. So maybe I can say like today, tomorrow.
Okay.
So
But still, there must be some.
and if I right, no, not that way. Like I can say one thing about me, like I will be learner, like
Okay.
learner for lifetime. I'll be learning something or the new things I'll be learning. That I can say.
So I can say that when we'll be interviewing ma'am after 5 years, she'll be having more list to add on to her, so that I have to take her interview for around 4 hours. True?
Yeah, so sweet of you.
Now, let's just, we are coming to the end of the interview because the timing also running out. So, can you just share
Yes, sure.
where can our listeners found you? You know, to just share with you, to just contact with you. Where can our listeners found you?
Yeah, they can contact me at my Facebook page, Nalini Ashwin Personal Coach.
Okay.
There or my YouTube channel. Yeah, it is in the same name. And my podcast, Nalini's Voice.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
You are available on Insta also. You are available on blogging site also.
Yes.
WordPress. Yeah. Great.
Yes. Yeah.
So, last question. What is your big dream you want to achieve? A big dream you have just seen. A big dream which you want to achieve.
Yes. My mission is and vision is that I want to make a positive impact on as many people as possible.
Okay.
You know, that's the reason I chose this NLP, you know. So psychologists, if you can see that there is this taboo attached to psychologists, it is only related to mental health.
True.
But I wanted to touch upon lives of other people in day-to-day life,
Okay.
right? They have like minute things and they also don't even know they want to achieve so many goals. So
Yeah.
I wanted to be the catalyst in their life, their life's goals. And I wanted to be helping them their journey to inner world.
Yeah.
So that is my main like mission.
Yeah.
So from choosing this profession by doing this coaching, I think like I can achieve that.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Ma'am, I just want to add now my big dream that I have chosen podcasting because
Yes.
I want to become a voiceover artist. So those who are listening and those who want to choose me as a voiceover artist, please contact me. I am dying to be a voiceover artist.
Yeah. Great.
Just if you want to share something more regarding yourself or something you want to convey to my listeners, please.
See, what I want to convey is that you set goals. That is great. And also don't limit yourself to just the goals. Be open-minded, and observe and see around. Maybe there may be some other opportunities coming from other ways where you are not looking, right? So be open minded, so that you get maximum amount of opportunities. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah, so listeners, see, as Nalini madam said that we have to look around everywhere, each and every corner. There must be some ray of hope every time that we can just grab on and we can go on. So, Nalini madam, thank you so much for being my guest on my podcast, Sangrila with Ila Anantacharya. And I would love to have you once again on my podcast really very soon, once we do something, another big bang things and all that. Okay?
Yeah, sure. And also I want to again thank you for giving me this opportunity, great opportunity, and this is my first interview with you, and I'll be looking forward to many millions of interviews like this. And also all the best wishes for you whatever you want to achieve, you achieve it as soon as possible. And thank you much, and I really enjoyed this.
Thank you so much. We have learned a lot from you, and you are really a phoenix.
So this was my very first episode of Mesmerizing Monday, an interview style podcast or episode of my podcast Shangri-La with Ila Anantacharya, where I had my very first guest as Miss Nalini Ashwin. And as you heard her, how we can achieve our goals and how we can manage to do all this multitasking, and how we can do or we can achieve all our dreams by prioritizing the thing, and by looking at each and every corner where we have got this opportunity to work. And also, as she mentioned, she is a real phoenix, and I really appreciate her. I really congratulate her for coming out from all her struggling period. And now, as she mentioned, she doesn't want to change anything in today's life because she is really happy. She has come out from all the tragedy, and she has shown us a way that yes, there is never a hopeless situation. We can always find one little thing where we can always hang on and we can move forward. So this was my very aim by publishing this episode of Mesmerizing Monday, to motivate each and every one by making us realize that yes, there are people around who are suffering, but they are coming out of it and they are showing us a way to move forward. So thank you, Nalini madam, once again. I am really very grateful to you. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon again on my podcast. Thank you so much.